God says, I order you to listen to me now. Someone in your family who has already passed away is trying to warn you and tell you something important. Don't skip God. Listen carefully. You were meant to hear this today. This is not just a moment, it's a divine interruption. Heaven is trying to get your attention right now. You may not realize it, but there is a spiritual message being sent from beyond. Someone who loved you deeply, someone who has already left this world, is trying to reach you through me, through this very moment. If you walk away, if you scroll past, you may miss a breakthrough that was meant to save your life or your future. I do not speak lightly. I do not move without purpose. Comment Amen right now to receive what I am preparing for you. I see the weight you carry. I see the confusion in your mind, the questions in your heart. You've been feeling uneasy, like something is coming, like something is speaking to your spirit, but you can't quite understand it. That's not your imagination. That's me, shaking you gently, waking your soul. Because someone who has already crossed over has been pleading for your attention in my presence. They've been trying to warn you, and now I, the Lord your God, am telling you to listen. This is not just for comfort, it is for direction, for protection, for your future. There are things happening around you that you cannot see. Conversations you weren't part of, decisions being made that may affect your life, doors that could open or shut without you realizing the cost. The person who passed away still cares for you. They are not at rest because you are not safe. And because you belong to me, because I love you, I will not let this warning pass you by. What they are trying to tell you is this: there is a danger near you, a path you must not walk down. It might look right, it might feel convenient, but it is not from me. And they know it. They've seen what you haven't. And they're pleading in my presence to speak to you. That's why you're hearing this now. That's why your heart is unsettled. This is more than just missing them. This is a divine urging, a message beyond the grave, through the voice of God. Like this video if you feel this is meant for you. I'm not asking because of numbers. I'm asking because you need to act on your faith. Even a small act like that can open your heart to what I want to say next. Now hear me. I don't speak to you to bring fear. I speak to bring clarity. I see the battle. I see the enemy creeping in with distraction, with false peace, with things that look good on the outside but are rotting within. You've been about to trust someone who cannot be trusted. You've been tempted to return to a place I've already pulled you out of. You've been second-guessing what you know I told you to walk away from. And the one who passed on sees what you don't. Their spirit cries out for you because you are walking towards something that could steal your peace, your health, even your destiny. Do not dismiss this as emotion. This is spiritual. This is sacred. You are not alone. My spirit is with you, and the prayers of the righteous do not fade with death. The one you lost has become a witness in my courts, pleading for my mercy and my guidance to reach you. And I have heard, I have seen, I have moved heaven to reach you today. Comment 1111 if you believe this was sent from heaven to you. You have no idea how many times I've protected you in silence. But this time, I am not silent. This time, I speak plainly, because I love you, because you are mine, because your destiny cannot be stolen. I have chosen you, not for ease, but for purpose. I have placed my hand upon you. I have set my angels around you. I have given you a future, and I will not allow you to walk into destruction without giving you a chance to turn. This warning is not just about danger. It is also about your calling. There are blessings on hold that I want to release. There are doors that must open. There is a healing I want to give you. But I cannot bless a path I didn't send you on. The person who has passed knew you in a way others didn't. They prayed for you. They loved you. Their voice may have stopped on earth, but their spirit remains in my presence. And I listen. I see every tear they shed over you. I remember their prayers. And now, they are watching, hoping you hear me. You are being called to shift, to step out of distraction, to stop entertaining what feels familiar but is draining your soul. The delay you're facing is not because I forgot you. It's because I'm waiting for your alignment. I'm waiting for you to hear this warning and turn your heart toward me again. You don't need to figure it all out, you just need to obey. This is the moment where the old ends and the new begins. But only if you listen. I gave you discernment for a reason. Stop silencing it. Stop overriding the still small voice. That's me. That's my spirit. And yes, sometimes I speak through dreams, through songs, through whispers in the middle of the night. And sometimes I speak like this. Clearly, loudly, with urgency. You will not be destroyed. You are not forgotten. You are protected. You are being redirected because your purpose is too important. Your family needs you. Your soul is valuable. And what is coming will require strength, peace, and clarity. I will give you all of that. But you must trust me now. You've been trying to hold it together for everyone else. But I see how tired you are. I see the nights when no one else does. I've caught every tear. I've counted every sigh. I've stood beside you in silence. But today I speak. You have waited for a sign. This is it. You asked me to speak clearly. I just did. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. What you are hearing now is sacred. It is holy ground. Because I am telling you, once again, that someone who walked this earth before you, someone you loved, someone who loved you, still loves you, is standing in my presence, asking me to protect you from what's ahead. They have seen the path you are about to step on. They have seen the outcome, and they are not at peace with where you are heading. So I have opened a moment in time to shake you, to stop you, to reach into the middle of your doubt and say, come back, turn around, listen, because the next decision you make will either lead to restoration or regret, and I want to lead you to life. Comment 222 if you trust this warning is for you. There is something I need you to understand. Just because someone has died doesn't mean their love for you dies. And in my kingdom, love is not erased. I do not forget the voices that prayed to me. I do not ignore the cries of my children. That person you miss, they were talking to me about you. They were lifting your name before my throne. And now, because you are drifting close to danger, I am letting their love reach across the veil to shake your heart and say, listen to God. He's trying to save you. You've been carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours. You've been fighting in silence, smiling in front of others while your heart feels heavy and your soul feels numb. I see you pretending. I see you coping. I see the moments when you feel like giving up but don't, because something inside you keeps pulling you forward. That something is me. I never stopped walking with you. I never let you go. But now, I need you to stop walking blindly. What's ahead is not like what you've seen before. This season requires your full attention. This season is a turning point. The enemy has tried to distract you, to fill your days with noise, temptation, bitterness, guilt, and fear. He wants to keep you too busy to hear me, too hurt to trust me, too discouraged to look up. But I will not let him win. I have already marked you as mine. I have already placed my protection over you. But you must take the step to align your heart with my voice again. The person who has passed away, who is now with me, was someone you respected, someone whose opinion you still think about. Their love for you has not ended. In my presence, their concern for you is being heard. This isn't superstition. This isn't fantasy. This is me reminding you that even after death, the love that was formed in me continues. The prayers they prayed are still echoing, still reaching. They cannot speak directly to you now, but I can. And I am. Your pain has been heard. Your questions have not gone unnoticed. You have cried asking me if I'm real, if I'm near, if I still care. I am answering you now. I never left. I watched you when you thought no one did. I stood next to you when you were breaking, and I am here again, telling you do not ignore this moment, because something is being stirred in the spirit, something that will soon be revealed. You need to be ready for it. Comment 333 to declare your faith if you know something is shifting right now. I want you to stop thinking you're alone. I want you to stop telling yourself that it's too late, that you've messed up too much, that you missed your chance. Do you think I can't restore? Do you believe I can't redeem? I am the same God who raised Lazarus from the dead, the same God who split the sea, the same God who sent fire from heaven and walked into a furnace to rescue 3 faithful men. I am that same God today, and I have not lost my power. You've been chosen for more. You've been chosen to carry light into places that have gone dark. That's why your life has felt like a battle. That's why the losses hit you so hard. That's why you felt things breaking around you while you were trying to keep standing. The devil has fought hard because you are dangerous to him. Because once you step into your calling, once you believe again, once you rise, hell loses ground, and I will not let you fall. You may feel weak, but my strength is made perfect in weakness. You may feel unworthy, but I cover you in grace. You may feel unsure, but my promises are sure. The person who passed is not coming back, but the love they gave you is still bearing fruit. That love was part of my plan. That connection was not just human, it was spiritual. And that's why this message had to reach you now. I want you to pray again. Even if your voice shakes, even if it's been months or years, I want you to ask me to show you what to do. Ask me to reveal what's hidden. I will. I am not far. I am closer than your breath, and I am fighting for your heart right now. I want to deliver you from the trap ahead. I want to release what's been held back. I want to pour out blessings so great you cannot contain them. But first, you must listen and believe. I know how much you miss them. I know how many times you wished they could be here to guide you. In some way, through my mercy they are. They are not gone in spirit. They are not lost in my sight. I hold their memory, and I carry their prayers forward. And today, those prayers have reached you again through me, not to haunt you, but to help you. I have ordered this exact moment so your heart could wake up again, because I see the danger you don't. I see the storm forming while you are still standing in silence. And I will not let you walk into darkness when you were made for light. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something coming that will try to pull you into a false sense of peace. Something that will look like an answer, but it will only drain you. A relationship, an opportunity, a door you think is from me, but it's not. The one who passed, the one whose voice you miss, they see it clearly now. They know what's waiting if you take the wrong step. And in their love for you, they have cried out to me. That's why I am telling you again. Don't skip what I am showing you. Don't ignore this call. Your spirit feels it. Listen to that stirring inside. That's not emotion. That's me. You've been saying you need clarity. You've been asking for signs. But I don't just want to give you signs. I want to give you wisdom. I want to fill you with peace that isn't tied to your surroundings. You've been walking on thin emotional ground, letting the opinions of others determine your next move. That is not how I lead. I am not the God of confusion. I am the God of truth. And truth is calling you now. It's not always easy. It doesn't always feel good. But it will protect you. Comment 555 if you are ready for God to reveal what's been hidden. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being refined. And that fire you feel around you, that pressure, it is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to awaken you. Because inside you is something the enemy has tried to bury under fear, shame, and regret. But I am digging it out. I am breaking the hard soil around your heart. I am calling forth the promise that has been sitting in you like a seed, waiting to rise. There is something from your family's past that has tried to keep repeating itself. Cycles of loss, anxiety, missed opportunities. But I want you to hear me clearly now. You are the one I have chosen to break it. You are the one I've been preparing. That's why you felt different. That's why you couldn't settle for what others did. That's why the weight on your shoulders has felt heavier than most. Because I called you to carry purpose, not just survival. And yes, someone in your family who has already passed away tried to fight these same patterns. They prayed for change. They longed for peace. But they didn't have the tools you now have. They didn't have the clarity I'm giving you now. But their prayers weren't wasted. Because you are the answer to them. You are the continuation of what they believed for. And I am honoring their love by speaking to you. You've questioned your strength, but I haven't. I know what I placed inside of you. I know what the enemy is afraid of. That's why he's tried to surround you with distractions, numb your mind with noise, and fill your spirit with doubt. But I'm tearing all that down now. I'm removing every false voice, every lie you've believed, and every fear that kept you small. I didn't create you to shrink. I created you to walk boldly in what I've spoken over your life. Comment 1212. If you believe this moment was planned by God for you, there are blessings that have your name on them, doors that only you can walk through. But they cannot open if you keep standing at the threshold of what I already told you to walk away from. That place, that situation, that person, that habit, it is not where your healing lives. I've been patient. I've been gentle. But now I'm calling you to move. The longer you wait, the heavier it gets. Not because I'm punishing you, but because your soul is carrying what it was never meant to. You've felt stuck because you've been standing between two worlds. You want my peace, but you're still holding on to what I asked you to release. You want answers, but you haven't made room for them. And the person who passed, they know. They've seen what it's doing to your heart, and they've pleaded with me to reach you one more time. So here I am, speaking through time, through distance, into your heart with words no one else knew you needed. Stop waiting for the perfect time to surrender. Stop waiting until you feel worthy. I already made you worthy. I already covered you in grace. I already sent my Son to bear what you could not carry. You are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You are not too late. The only thing keeping you from freedom now is hesitation. But if you take one step, I will carry you the rest of the way. I am not promising a life without pain, but I am promising purpose in your pain. I am not promising every battle will end today, but I am promising that you will not fight alone. I am not promising the storm will vanish overnight, but I am promising that I will speak to it and you will come out stronger. This is not the end, this is the turning point. The enemy has tried to convince you that you've lost too much to recover. But I am the God who restores years. I bring beauty from ashes. I redeem what was stolen. And if you trust me, if you let me in, you will see miracles unfold that no one else can explain. This is not hype. This is not emotion. This is your Father speaking directly to you. Even in your doubts, I stayed. Even in your rebellion, I protected you. Even when you couldn't hear me, I was whispering your name. Now I am shouting it, because time is shifting. And I will not let you miss what's coming. You were made for more. You were chosen for this moment. You may not have understood everything happening around you, but this moment is your confirmation. I am the one who has been holding back what was meant to destroy you. I am the one who carried you through the nights you didn't think you'd survive. And I'm the one sending this warning not to scare you, but to save you. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Someone in your family, already in my presence, has been crying out for you. Not with words like you know, but with the deep love only heaven understands. Their spirit saw your future, saw the crossroad you're standing at, and they pleaded that I would reach you before you stepped into something that wasn't meant for you. I have honored their cry. I have moved to speak to you. And you are not hearing this by accident. This is my hand, stretched out again, reaching to bring you home. You've been surrounded by voices. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has advice. But they can't see what I see. They can't feel what I feel about you. You are not just another name. You are not just another life going through the motions. You were handcrafted by me, formed for a reason, breathed into this earth to fulfill something sacred. And that's why this moment matters so much. Because the enemy has tried to blur your identity, to make you forget who you are and whose you are. Comment 777 if you believe God is protecting you right now. You've been searching for peace, but not everything that feels peaceful is from me. Sometimes the enemy hides his traps in comfort. He offers short-term relief that leads to long-term regret. He whispers lies wrapped in flattery. He pushes you to settle. But I didn't call you to settle. I called you to walk in truth. I called you to carry purpose. And I will keep calling until you listen. The person you lost knew something about you that others didn't. They saw the depth in you. They saw the way you carried pain without showing it. They saw the quiet strength. And in their final days, they asked me to keep you, to guide you. And even though they've crossed over, I have honored their love. Their prayers have not been forgotten. And now, from the place of peace, they are still hoping you will hear me. You've been trying to hold everything together, pretending like you're okay when inside you feel lost. I know. I see it. I see the way you smile when you want to cry. I see the way you keep going when you want to give up. I see the way you pray silently, not even sure I hear you anymore. But I do. I always have. I was with you in every silent breakdown. I stood beside you when no one else could. And now I'm standing before you again saying, stop running, come back to me. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to trust that I see further than you do, willing to believe that I'm working behind the scenes, willing to let go of what's hurting you. You keep trying to fix it yourself, but this battle isn't yours, it's mine. Comment 999 if you are ready to surrender it to God. You weren't made to carry the weight you've been carrying. That's why it's been crushing you. That's why your peace has been fragile. That's why your joy comes and goes like the wind. Because you've been leaning on your own strength, when I've been waiting for you to lean on mine. I never asked you to carry it alone. I asked you to trust me, to give me the broken pieces, to let me do what only I can. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. I am the Redeemer of time. I can restore what was lost. I can rebuild what was broken. I can bring life where there was only pain. But you have to listen to me now. You have to trust that this warning, this moment, is my grace in action. I'm not exposing you to shame you. I'm exposing what's hidden to save you. There is something the enemy wanted you to ignore. A subtle decision, a hidden trap, a small compromise. It may look harmless now, but it was sent to derail you. It was meant to slowly pull you away from your purpose. That's why the person who passed away cried out. They saw what you couldn't, and I am honoring that cry by stopping you in your tracks. You don't need to go back to what I already delivered you from. You don't need to reopen the door I closed. You don't need to make excuses for people I removed. When I pull you away from something, it's not rejection, it's redirection. Trust that I know what you need. Trust that my timing is perfect. You keep asking why things ended, why doors shut, why people changed. It's because I saw what you didn't, and I protected you before it broke you. You're still standing because I intervened. You didn't lose your mind because I covered you. You didn't fall apart completely because I carried you. And now I'm calling you higher. I'm calling you to stop waiting for signs and start walking in faith. Stop second-guessing what you know in your spirit is true. I've given you discernment. Use it. Listen to it. That's how I speak. I am not hiding from you. I am not distant. I am right here. And I will walk with you into what's next if you let me. You've cried for peace. I am your peace. You've asked for a miracle. I am your miracle worker. You've pleaded for protection. I've already sent my angels. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are surrounded. The next few days are important. Be still. Be sensitive. Turn off the noise around you and open your heart to me. I will speak. I will guide. I will give you the clarity you need. Not all at once, but enough for each step. That's how I work. One day at a time. One moment at a time. With me, you don't need to see the whole picture. You just need to trust the one holding the brush. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There's a reason your heart feels heavy. A reason your mind can't shake the feeling that something important is being revealed. Because it is. Someone you loved, who has gone before you, is in my presence, and they have seen what's coming toward you. They are crying out not from fear, but from love. And I am answering on their behalf. You may feel alone, but you are not. Even when you walk through valleys no one else understands, I am walking beside you. I'm not looking at your past to shame you. I'm looking at your future to protect it. The decisions you are about to make hold great weight. There are things set in motion right now that will change the course of your life. And I don't want you to walk blindly. I want you to walk with wisdom, with eyes open and heart aligned with mine. Comment 1010 if you feel God is speaking directly to your heart right now. I've watched you trying to hold it all together. The way you've smiled on the outside while feeling like you're breaking inside. The way you've pushed through exhaustion, held your tears in public, and stayed strong for everyone else, while no one knew how tired your soul had become. That's why I'm here now. To tell you that I've seen every bit of it, and I haven't forgotten you. I haven't turned my face from you. I am still for you. The enemy wants you to believe that I'm silent, that I've left you to figure it all out. But that's a lie. I've been speaking through closed doors, through delayed answers, through sudden shifts that didn't make sense at the time. I wasn't punishing you. I was protecting you. There were things that looked like blessings but would have crushed you. There were people you wanted to keep who would have broken you. You prayed for answers, and I gave them not in the way you expected, but in the way you needed. You are being pulled into something deeper now. A place where you no longer live by what you see, but by what you know in your spirit. A place where your trust in me is stronger than your fear of the unknown. The one who passed away, they see it from where they are. They see your life like a puzzle, the pieces all coming together. They know how close you are to stepping into something new. That's why their spirit cries out in my presence for me to get your attention. And I have. There is something you've been battling in silence. A thought, a temptation, a decision that keeps circling back, and you're unsure whether it's from me or not. Let me make it plain: if it pulls you away from peace, if it causes confusion, if it distances you from prayer, it is not from me. I am not the author of chaos. I bring clarity. I bring rest to the soul, even when the road is hard. Comment 1515 if you're ready to let God take full control. Stop letting the enemy whisper lies into your mind, lies that say you're not enough, that you've failed too many times, that no one really cares. I care. I always have. You are my child, my design, my image bearer. Do you think I would form you in the secret place just to abandon you in the public one? No. I started something in you, and I will finish it. But you must let me lead. You must listen when I speak, especially now. I don't need your perfection. I never asked for that. I only ask for your heart. Give it back to me. Give me your doubts, your anger, your confusion. I can handle it. I already know it. What I want is your surrender, because only when your hands are empty can I fill them. You've been clenching your fists around things I've already asked you to let go of. And that's why your soul feels stuck. You've been grieving not just the person you lost, but the part of you that left when they did. You felt like you lost your strength, your direction, your sense of peace. But hear me, I am restoring it now. Not just the surface, but deep within. I'm breathing life into your bones again. I'm bringing warmth where there's been numbness. I'm lighting a fire in your spirit that will not burn out. You thought it was over, but I say it's not. You thought you missed it, but I say it's being redirected. What you saw as an ending, I am using as a beginning. What felt like loss, I will turn into legacy. The one you miss so much, they did not live in vain. Their love did not die. It lives on, in you, through me. And the best way to honor them is to keep walking, Keep trusting and keep believing that I still have more for you. Do not go back to what I've brought you out of. It doesn't matter how comfortable it feels. It doesn't matter how lonely you've been. I will not bless what I didn't build, and I will not let what's ahead be tainted by what should have been left behind. I am doing a new thing. And yes, it requires faith, it requires boldness, but I have already equipped you for it. You're stronger than you know, not because of your strength, but because of mine in you. So stand up, not in pride, but in purpose. Wipe your tears. Not because you're supposed to hide your pain, but because healing is beginning. Open your hands, not to surrender to defeat, but to receive what I've been holding for you. You are about to see things shift. The doors that refuse to open will swing wide. The answers you've prayed for will come with peace. The weight you've carried will begin to lift. And when you look back, you'll see that every delay was divine. Every loss led you here. Every no was a redirection. Every closed door was my mercy. You'll understand why I had to say wait. You'll realize I was never punishing you. I was positioning you. Because the blessing I'm preparing requires a stronger, wiser, more focused version of you, and that's who you're becoming. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is a reason your heart keeps coming back to this. It is not coincidence. It is because your spirit knows the truth. Something is being revealed, something that can no longer stay buried. And someone you love, who is with me now, is still fighting for your future through their prayers and presence in my glory. You are standing on the edge of something sacred. The next few steps you take matter more than you know. The enemy will try to distract you. He will try to stir your emotions, cloud your judgment, and lead you by what feels good instead of what is true. That is why I'm warning you now, because I love you too much to stay silent. I see what you cannot see. I see the snare hidden in sweetness. I see the trap disguised as comfort. I see the danger dressed as opportunity. And I am saying clearly, listen to me. You asked for direction. I am giving it. You asked for signs. I am showing them. But I need you to stop doubting whether it's really me. It is. I've been confirming it in quiet ways through dreams, through moments of deep conviction, through unexpected silence when you were about to make a move I didn't bless. The person you miss, the one you love deeply, they see it all now. Their prayers are loud in my presence, and I have heard them. Comment 1717 if you believe their love is still reaching you through God. The weight you feel has not been imagined. It is spiritual. It is the tension of your soul knowing that you're called higher, but still being tempted to stay where it's familiar. I see your struggle. I know how much you want to please others, to avoid conflict, to hold things together, but this next season requires boldness. You will not be able to walk where I'm leading you if you keep carrying the need for approval from those who do not understand your calling. Even the person you lost knew you were meant for more. They may not have had the words to express it fully, but they felt it. They saw the fire in you, the spark I placed long ago. That fire has flickered, but it has never gone out. And now, I'm breathing on it again. I'm reigniting the purpose, not just for you, but for everyone connected to your obedience. Your yes to me today will bless generations after you. There is something I need to say to your heart. You are not crazy. You're not overthinking. You're not being dramatic. What you feel in your spirit is real. That restlessness, That sense that something is off, that hesitation you felt about certain people or places, that is me. I placed that uneasiness there for your protection. Don't ignore it. Don't explain it away. Obedience in this moment will protect you from consequences you don't even see coming. I know it's hard. I know letting go feels like losing. But you're not losing anything I intend for you to keep. What I remove is never to harm you. It is always to prepare you. And what I give in return will be full of peace, clarity, and favor that no man can block. But it starts with trust. Trust even when it hurts. Trust even when it costs you relationships, positions, opportunities, or comfort. I will never take something away unless I plan to replace it with something greater. You are still here for a reason. Not everyone made it this far. There are people you started with who are no longer here. People who encouraged you. People you leaned on. People you never imagined living without. The loss left you confused. You asked me why I took them. You asked why they couldn't stay. I know those questions still echo in your mind. And while you may not understand it now, one day you will. But I can tell you this, just because they are not with you physically does not mean they are gone from your story. Their love, their faith, their prayers, they still live. They are in my presence. And in my presence, love is not destroyed, it's perfected. That's why you still feel them sometimes. That's why certain songs, smells, or places stir something deep in you, because they are part of your journey still. I've allowed their love to echo, so you would remember you're not walking alone. Comment Amen if you needed this reminder that love never dies in the presence of God. You've been through a lot, more than most people know, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still seeking. That alone is a testimony, don't you see? The very fact that you didn't give up is proof that I'm not done with you. You are still in the middle of your story. You are still a vessel I want to use. You are still carrying something sacred. Something hell tried to stop, but heaven refused to let go. You've been under attack not because you're weak, but because you are dangerous to darkness. That's why you've been so tired. That's why you've faced battle after battle. But hear me, every fight you've been through is not wasted. Every storm I allowed built something in you. Strength, endurance, compassion, vision. And now, I'm shifting you. I'm moving you into a season where you won't just survive, you will build. But I need you to listen. That is the one thing I keep repeating. Listen to my voice over every other. Listen when I say not yet. Listen when I say walk away. Listen when I say wait. I am not holding out on you. I am lining up blessings so divine, so specific, that they require perfect timing. If I give it to you too early, it will crush you. If I give it to the wrong people, they'll mishandle it. So I am protecting the blessing by preparing your heart. Stay close to me. Keep your heart open. Don't rush. Don't compare your story to others. What I'm doing in your life is not common. It's not casual. It is rare. It is weighty. And that's why it has taken time. But it's coming. You will see it. You will hold it. And when it arrives, you will say, only God could have done this. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Obstacles are being removed, hidden traps are being exposed. What seemed like delays were actually shields I placed in front of you. What looked like rejection was really redirection, and what felt like silence was me building a wall between you and destruction. You've cried so many tears asking why, Why did they have to leave? Why now? Why you? But I tell you this, nothing in your life has happened outside of my sight. I saw the pain. I heard the cries you never spoke out loud. I counted every tear that fell quietly on your pillow. Even when it felt like no one saw you, I did. And I never stopped working. I never stopped planning your restoration. You didn't lose that person to be punished. You lost them because their time was fulfilled, and now they are part of my plan to protect you from the other side. They didn't leave you, they returned to me. And now, through me, they are still helping guide you. They see what's ahead. They know how crucial this next season is, and they are crying out, not in sorrow, but in love. They are standing in my presence, asking me to speak to your heart before you make a decision that can change the course of your life. That is why you're still reading. That is why you haven't been able to walk away from this. Because this is more than a message. This is a spiritual moment, one that heaven itself opened for your sake. Comment, Amen, if you believe this moment was sent to you from God. You've grown tired. I know. Your spirit feels worn out. You've been trying to hold up everything, your responsibilities, your family, your own mind, without anyone realizing how close you've come to breaking. But I didn't create you to carry this weight alone. I didn't design you to suffer in silence. I'm asking you now to let me step in. Let me lift what's been crushing your chest. Let me carry what's been haunting your nights. You don't have to do this alone. I've never left your side. And I want you to stop blaming yourself for what you didn't know. You've been holding on to guilt that I never placed on you. You did your best with what you had. You tried to love. You tried to heal. You tried to fix what was broken. But there are some battles that weren't yours to fight. And some people, no matter how much we love them, must find me for themselves. It's not your fault. Release it now. I am the only one who saves. You were never expected to be the savior, only to follow the one who is. That ache you feel every time you think of the person you lost, that's not weakness, that's love. Real, deep love. And that love didn't disappear when they left this world. It grew, it became eternal. It became something that now lives with me. That's why you still feel it. That's why you still hear their voice in your mind or feel their presence when you're alone. It's not your imagination. I'm letting it echo back to you as a reminder that their love still surrounds you. Comment 222 if you feel that love still with you today. And now I speak this clearly. Be careful in the days ahead. You will be presented with something that looks appealing, something that feels like the answer to your prayers. But if you listen to your spirit, you will sense it isn't from me. Don't be fooled by the outside. The enemy is crafty, and he will try to send counterfeits just before I release the real thing. This is your warning. This is your sign. Trust the unease. Pray before you commit. Let me reveal the truth. I've given you spiritual instincts for a reason. You've ignored them in the past, and it led to pain. But this time, I want you to listen. That small voice inside, that quiet check in your heart, that's my spirit. I don't shout when I warn. I speak in stillness, so only those who really want to hear will follow. And you are listening now. That matters more than you know. You've been through battles that left scars, emotional wounds that made you build walls to protect yourself. I understand why you did. But now those same walls are blocking what I want to give you. It's time to open up again. Slowly but surely, I want to pour love into the places where pain used to live. I want to bring peace where confusion built its home. I want to turn your mourning into movement toward purpose, joy, and the life I intended for you from the beginning. Your life is not an accident. Your calling is not cancelled. What I've planned for you is still active, still alive, still waiting for your yes. All I ask is that you trust me not just with your salvation, but with your everyday choices. Trust me with your relationships. Trust me with your healing. Trust me with your timing. I know when to open doors, and I know when to shut them. Even if it breaks your heart for a moment, I will always lead you toward what's best. I never promised the path would be easy, but I did promise I would never leave you on it alone. Even now, I am walking with you. Even now, I am surrounding you with angels. Even now, I am making a way where there seems to be none, and I am not finished. What I started in you, I will complete. What I planted in you, I will grow. What I spoke over you, I will fulfill. So breathe. You're not lost. You're being led. You're not failing. You're learning. You're not forgotten. You're held. This is a sacred turning point, a moment of decision, a time to walk with me. No matter how uncertain things feel, you'll never regret trusting me. You'll never regret choosing my way over your own, because in the end, what I give will always be greater than what you thought you lost. What I have for you is still alive. My plans for you are still in motion, and no matter how much time has passed or how many mistakes you think you've made, you are still chosen. You are still marked by my love. You are still protected under my hand. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You've been walking around with questions buried so deep in your heart that you were afraid to even say them out loud. You've wondered if I hear you, if I see you, if I still care. Let me answer you plainly, I do. I've been with you in every step, every struggle, every moment you felt like letting go. You think your faith has been weak, but I see how strong you've actually been just to keep holding on. That's faith too. That's courage too. I've never asked you to be perfect. I've only asked you to be honest. And your honesty is enough for me to move. You are being led, even when you feel lost. You are being guided, even when you don't see the map. What you feel in your heart right now, that stirring, that shift, that awareness that something greater is trying to reach you, that's me. That's my presence wrapping around your spirit, reminding you that your story is not over. I am with you, and I am speaking again. Don't turn away. Don't close your heart. This moment is a divine turning point. What happens next will depend on whether you trust me or keep carrying this alone. Comment 333 to declare your faith that God is guiding you now. There is a season ahead of you that requires a different version of you. Not a fake version, not a stronger mask, but a more surrendered heart. The weight you've carried was never meant to become part of your identity. I didn't create you to live in survival mode. You've adapted, yes. You've pushed through, yes. But now I want to teach you how to rest in me. How to let me fight the battles that have been draining your soul. How to let me do what you've been trying to do on your own for too long. Your thoughts have been heavy. Overthinking, worrying, doubting, planning every detail because you don't want to be disappointed again. I see all of that, and I'm not angry with you for it, but I am inviting you to release it. Lay it down. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to fix what's broken all by yourself. That's my job. I am the God who restores. I am the one who rebuilds. I am the one who breathes life back into dead places. There are blessings already prepared for you that your eyes haven't seen yet. Opportunities that are waiting for your obedience. peace that is waiting for your surrender. You've been circling the same pain, the same questions, the same patterns, and I am calling you out of that cycle now. It's time to break free. It's time to step forward. Not because you're ready, but because I will go with you. I never needed you to be qualified. I only needed you to be willing. The person you lost, they see what you don't. They see the spiritual battle around you. They see the crossroads ahead. And they are not resting until you hear what I'm saying. This is not a game. This is not a distraction. This is me, the Lord your God, trying to keep you from walking into pain you don't have to endure. I gave you discernment for a reason. I gave you that uneasy feeling for a reason. Don't ignore it this time. Listen. Lean in. Trust me. Comment 1111 if you believe something is shifting in your spirit right now. I know how hard it's been. I know how heavy it has felt to carry hope while everything around you felt uncertain, but your faith has not gone unnoticed. I've seen the moments you chose to pray instead of panic. I've seen the nights you cried and still whispered my name. I've seen the times you held on to a tiny bit of belief, even when everything inside of you wanted to give up. That is the kind of faith I respond to. That is the kind of heart I bless. The one who passed away, don't think for a second they are gone from your story. Their absence aches, I know, but their love has reached me, and I've honored it. They prayed for your future, even if they never told you. They lifted your name in faith, asking me to guide you, to protect you, to help you become everything I created you to be. And those prayers live on. They didn't stop when their heartbeat did. They continued in my presence. And now they're being answered through this moment. You're not just being protected. You're being positioned. What I'm doing in your life isn't random. I've been removing what distracts, clearing out what deceives, and preparing space for what will build you. I'm not punishing you with endings. I'm setting you up for beginnings. The doors that closed were not rejection. They were rescue. If I had given you what you thought you wanted, you would have missed what I truly prepared for you, and you would have settled. But I've called you to more than just survival. I've called you to overflow. You are not what happened to you. You are not your failure. You are not your trauma. You are not your past. You are mine. And I speak new things over your life. I speak healing over your body. I speak clarity over your mind. I speak peace into your soul. I speak breakthrough over your home. I speak restoration over what you thought was lost forever. This is not empty hope. This is a promise from the one who cannot lie, from the one who loved you before the beginning and will carry you beyond the end. So breathe, rest. Let your shoulders drop. Let your heart open. Let your tears fall if they need to. I am not afraid of your pain. I am not ashamed of your struggle. I am not tired of your questions. I am here, still, always. You haven't run too far. You haven't failed too much. You haven't waited too long. You're exactly where I need you to be to receive what I've been holding for you. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been living with questions, some of them buried for years. Silent pain, silent doubts, silent moments where you've wondered if anything would ever change. I've heard them all. And I'm telling you this today, your silence was not empty. I was listening the whole time. You were not forgotten. You were being watched over. Even in your darkest moments, I was keeping things from breaking beyond repair. What you thought was the end was really the setup for something greater. I have not ignored the pain that losing your loved one brought into your life. Their absence shook your foundation, and in some ways, you've never fully recovered. You've smiled, you've worked, you've kept going, but something in your soul still feels hollow. I see that. I understand it. But I need you to know this. They are not lost. They are with me, and their love for you is still active, still alive, still reaching you through the layers of eternity, through the veil that separates time from forever. And I, your God, am answering what they could not say with words anymore. Comment Amen if you believe love continues through God's presence. I have never allowed your life to be touched without purpose. Even in loss, even in grief, even in the broken pieces, I have been planting seeds. Seeds of strength, seeds of wisdom, seeds of compassion. You think the pain weakened you, but it actually deepened you. It made you more aware, more sensitive, more able to hear me now than ever before. That's why I'm speaking now. Because you're finally in a place where your heart is ready to receive what your mind couldn't understand before. There is a shift happening. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now, your spirit is waking up again. And even though you may still feel tired, uncertain, or unworthy, I'm here to tell you that you are ready. You are ready to break the patterns that tried to hold you. You are ready to walk away from what I never meant for you to carry. You are ready to live the life I planned for you before you were born. The life that hell has tried to block, the life that fear tried to silence. But I have already overcome all of it. There's something I want you to hear clearly. You are not cursed. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are under my covering. The attacks against your peace, your family, your health, your relationships, they have not gone unnoticed. I have been protecting you more than you realize. And I am drawing a line now. What has tormented you will not follow you into the next season. What has confused you will not drown you anymore. What has haunted your thoughts will be silenced by my peace. Comment 999 if you are claiming this shift in your spirit today. Stop allowing fear to control your choices. Stop letting the opinions of others dictate your next steps. What I am building in your life is not based on what people think. It is based on what I've spoken over you. And no one, not your past, not your enemies, not even your own doubt, can cancel what I've ordained. I don't call the perfect. I call the willing. I don't wait for you to feel ready. I call you when the time is right, and the time is now. God says, this will happen in your house soon. I am trying to alert you, begging you for just a few seconds. Listen to me now. Stop everything and listen. Do not scroll. Do not click away. If you leave now, you may miss the very thing you've been praying for, the very miracle I've prepared for your house. Something is about to shift in your home. I am speaking directly to your heart, your spirit, your pain, and your deepest need. You are not here by accident. I've brought you here because something divine is already in motion, and if you turn away too soon, you may lose what I've been getting ready for you. Comment Amen if your spirit says yes to this. My child, I am not distant. I am not silent. I am speaking right now. I have seen what's been happening in your house, the tension, the silence, the tears when no one was looking, the prayers whispered through clenched teeth. You've been asking me, God, when? And now, I am answering. I am telling you with urgency, this will happen in your house soon. I need you to stay with me. I am not just trying to get your attention. I am begging you, because what's coming cannot be missed. What is this that will happen? Healing, restoration, a return of peace. I am coming into your house to silence the chaos that has been trying to take over, the spirit of confusion, of division, of fear that has been swirling through the walls. I am driving it out. This is not a vague word. This is not for someone else. This is for you, your house, your family, your life. I am not speaking of a distant blessing. I am speaking of something that will knock on your door, step into your living room, and settle into your atmosphere. This is why the enemy has been fighting you so hard. This is why your family has been under pressure, why the relationships in your home feel strained or cold. The enemy senses what I am about to do, but I need you to listen. I need you to stop doubting, to stop replaying what went wrong, and start making room for what I am about to make right. This is not just about breakthrough. This is about divine intervention inside your very walls. If you believe this is for you, comment 1111 now. Let your faith speak louder than your fear. I am stepping into the places that have been closed off, the rooms filled with arguments, the kitchens where silence has grown louder than love, the bedrooms where sleep no longer brings rest. I am moving there. I am healing there. You thought the fight was just natural, but it's been spiritual. You thought it was just stress, but it's been a battle for the soul of your household, and I have not been blind to it. I have been preparing a move that will change everything. Your prayers have not gone unheard. Every tear on your pillow, every time you cried for your child, every time you felt like giving up, I was there. You didn't see me, but I was standing guard. I was fighting battles in the spiritual realm that your eyes could not see. You felt abandoned, but you were being protected. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. I have been preparing your house for something sacred. You are about to see things shift. Where there was strife, there will be peace. Where there was coldness, warmth will return. Where there was rebellion, submission to love will rise. Where there was emptiness, joy will overflow. My hand is not too short to reach your family. My power is not too weak to restore your marriage, your children, your home. I specialize in resurrection. And yes, I can resurrect what you thought was long gone. I have chosen your house for a testimony. Others will see what I do and know that I am still the God who works wonders. They will ask, how did this change? And you will say, the Lord came into my house. Not by your own strength, but by my spirit. Not by control, but by surrender. Not by luck, but by divine design. This is why I have been nudging you to pray more. This is why I've allowed discomfort, because I needed you to call on me. I needed you to realize that your solution isn't in the world, but in me. And now that you've come close, now that your heart is open, I will not hold back. I will pour out what you could not manufacture. I will do what no therapy, no money, no advice could ever do. But listen closely, I need your agreement. I need your obedience. Clean your house spiritually. Walk through the rooms and speak life. Cancel every curse that's been spoken in anger. Break every generational chain with your mouth. Declare my word in your home. You have the authority. My spirit lives in you. Use it. Don't just wait for me to move. Move with me. Yes, even though the battles have been heavy, you are still favored. You are still protected. My angels are stationed around your dwelling. No weapon formed against your house shall prosper. Not sickness, not betrayal, not fear. You are surrounded by fire that the enemy cannot penetrate. You are my chosen one, and I am not finished with your family story. This is only the beginning. What I start, I finish. I will not leave your house half-healed, half-redeemed, or half-restored. I will complete what I began. You will look back and say, only God could have done this. And you'll be right. Like this video if your heart bears witness to this. It's not for vanity. It's a public declaration that you believe this word is for your home. I am walking through your door, The same door the enemy tried to sneak through, I am now walking through with power and with peace. Prepare the way for me. Make room in your heart, your time, your schedule. Sit with me. Listen to my voice. I don't need perfection. I need presence. Yours. I want to dwell with you, not just visit. I want to make your house a sanctuary. A neuroscientist says, yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have cried for change. You've pleaded for peace. I am not ignoring you. I am telling you that what you asked for is already on its way. My spirit is already moving through the cracks in the walls, through the brokenness, through the quiet prayers whispered with shaky breath. I am not distant. I am near. I am in your house. What you've been sensing is real. That stirring, that feeling in your spirit that something is shifting, it's me. I've been knocking, not just on your heart but on your home. I've seen the rooms where laughter used to live. I've seen the places where disappointment settled in instead. But I am not intimidated by mess. I enter chaos and bring order. I walk into silence and speak life. I come into darkness and turn the lights on. I don't need a perfect home. I just need your permission. If your heart is open, comment 222 as a sign that you trust what I'm saying. Your home has been under attack because the enemy fears what I've placed inside of it. He's been trying to divide what I am trying to unite. He's been whispering lies where I've spoken truth. But his time is up. You've been too chosen, too covered, too anointed to be defeated in your own home. I will not let what I've blessed become broken. I will not let what I've joined be torn apart by fear, confusion, or pride. That's why you feel the tension. That's why the battles have gotten louder. Because he's fighting to keep out the very thing I'm sending in peace. I've seen how you've kept praying, even when it felt pointless. I've watched you keep believing, even when your eyes saw no change. That faith, yes, that quiet, trembling, unshaken faith, it has moved heaven. It has activated angels. It has drawn my hand to move. Don't think for a second that your faith has gone unnoticed. I have been watching. I have been storing up every word, every cry, every tear. And now I am releasing what you've been waiting for. But listen, child, I need you to prepare your house, not just your space, but your spirit. Speak peace aloud, even when you feel tension. Bless those under your roof, even when you don't understand their choices. Declare my promises, even when you're standing in lack, because your words will shape the very atmosphere I'm building on. Life and death are in your tongue. Don't agree with the enemy about your home. Agree with me. Say what I say. Call it blessed. Call it healed. Call it restored. I am restoring relationships in your house. Where there has been distance, I am building bridges. Where there has been betrayal, I am pouring out forgiveness. Where there has been bitterness, I am planting grace. You've been thinking some situations are too far gone, too broken to fix, but I am the God of the impossible. I am the one who brings dead things back to life. I don't patch up brokenness, I create newness. What was lost will be found. What was fractured will be whole. Your children are not out of my reach. I know they've wandered. I know you've watched them make choices that break your heart. But I have not let them go. My hand is still on them. Your prayers have wrapped around them like a net they cannot escape. At the right time, I will call them back. I will place people in their path. I will soften their hearts. I will open their eyes. Do not give up on them. Do not stop speaking life over them. Your words are seeds, and a harvest is coming. And you, yes, you reading this, I have not forgotten you either. You've been so focused on keeping everything together that you've neglected your own soul. You've poured out until you're empty. But now, I'm filling you back up. I'm breathing life into your lungs. I'm strengthening your hands. You are not alone in this battle. I am fighting for you. I am surrounding you with my presence. I am lifting the weight off your shoulders. The miracle isn't just something I'm sending, it's something I'm doing through you. You are a vessel for my presence. Your home will become a place where people feel me. When they walk through your door, they will feel peace. They will feel love. They will feel safety. Not because everything is perfect, but because I am there. I will use your house as a sanctuary, a place where my name is honored and my spirit is welcome. Yes, there will be days when the enemy tries to creep back in, but you have authority. You have my name. You have my word. Speak it. Stand on it. Declare it in every room. Anoint your walls. Pray over your doors. Cover your family in scripture. Worship until the atmosphere shifts. Do not accept defeat. Do not bow to fear. I have given you everything you need to stand strong and see the victory unfold before your eyes. This next season will not look like the last. The struggles of yesterday will not carry into tomorrow. I am cutting off the cycles. I am closing the door on generational patterns. The curses stop here. You will be the one to break it. You will be the one who changes the story. You will be the reason your family sees me clearly, because you said yes, because you stayed faithful, because you believed even when it was hard. If you believe breakthrough is coming to your house, keep reading. I am not finished speaking. There is more I want to do, more I want to reveal, more I want to heal. I love your family more than you do. I want your peace more than you crave it. I am the one who knit your household together, and I am the one who will keep it whole. But it is not small to me. Every ounce of belief you've held onto, even when nothing changed around you, has been building something. You think no one sees the private battles, the whispered prayers, the way you walk through the house at night asking me to fix what's broken. I see all of it, I hear all of it, and now I'm answering. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What I'm about to do will reach deep into the places no one else knows are hurting. The arguments you've tried to forget, the coldness that's crept between people who used to laugh together, the emptiness that falls over your home like a shadow. I'm shining my light right there. My presence isn't just visiting, it's dwelling. I am making your house a resting place for my peace. I am rebuilding what the enemy thought he destroyed. And I am doing it in such a way that no one else can take the credit. You don't need to fix this on your own. That's not what I'm asking from you. I never told you to carry it all. I never told you to solve what only I can heal. I've been waiting for you to let me in fully, not just in your prayers, but in your pain. I don't want your strength, I want your surrender. I want to come into your house and do what you can't, not because you're weak, but because I'm your father. Because I love you enough to step into your storm and calm it with a word. If your heart believes I am speaking to you right now, comment 333 to declare your faith. Some of you are holding on to promises I gave you years ago. Promises about your marriage, about your children, about your future. You've waited so long that hope has started to feel like disappointment dressed up in nicer words. But let me remind you, I am not a man that I should lie. I do not speak and then forget. I do not promise and then disappear. If I said it, I will do it. My timing may not match yours, but my word never returns empty. You are about to see promises come to life inside your house. That child you prayed over while they slept, watch me touch their heart. That spouse you've been begging me to reach, watch me soften their spirit. That peace you haven't felt in years, watch me flood your home with it. I am restoring what you thought was permanently damaged. I am healing what the world gave up on. Your house is not forsaken, it is chosen. You've been under attack because of what I've placed inside of your house. There's a calling there, a destiny, a light. The enemy has tried to snuff it out with strife and distraction, but he has failed. You are still here, you are still standing, and I am about to take what the enemy meant for harm and turn it into glory. Your house will be a testimony. People will ask you what changed, and you will say, God walked in. I am bringing laughter back to your home. Not the shallow kind, but the kind that heals wounds. The kind that feels like fresh air after a long storm. I am bringing connection back to your family. Where there's been silence, there will be understanding. Where there's been distance, there will be closeness. My spirit is the great restorer. Nothing is too damaged for me. Nothing is too lost for me. Even the things you've stopped praying for, I haven't. I've also seen the pain you carry from the past. The things that were said, the things that were done under your roof that should have never happened. The betrayal, the abandonment, the broken trust. I see the fear that history will repeat itself. But hear me, I am not allowing the past to steal your future. I am doing a new thing, not a recycled version of what used to be, something truly new. I will make rivers in your desert. I will make a way in your wilderness. Yes, I will heal you too. I know you've been strong for everyone else, but I want to be strong for you. I want to wrap you in peace when you lie down at night. I want to replace the pressure with my presence. I want to be your rest. I want to remind you that you are not alone, not forgotten, not carrying this burden by yourself. I am your God. I am your shelter. I am the one who never leaves. You don't need a perfect house for me to move. You just need a surrendered one. Invite me into every room. Pray over every bed, every doorway, every space where there has been tension or pain. Speak my name there. Worship in the hallway. Declare peace in the kitchen. Read my word aloud in the living room. Let my presence become the atmosphere, not just in times of crisis, but every day. You will begin to feel it. The shift, the warmth, the lightness. That's me. That's my spirit, settling where fear once lived. That's my love soaking into the walls. That's my peace washing over every troubled space. I'm not only healing the surface, I'm going deep. I'm restoring the foundation. I'm making this house my dwelling, and everything not of me must go. The enemy won't like it. He may try to stir things up one more time. But don't fear. You are not defenseless. You are surrounded. My angels are stationed at your doors. My blood covers your home. My power shields every person inside. Walk through your house knowing this. You are protected. You are favored. And no weapon formed against your home will succeed. This is the season of redemption. This is the moment of return. What was lost will be found. What was silent will sing again. What was broken will shine with glory. Not because of anything you did alone, but because you allowed me to step in. Keep believing. Keep speaking life. Keep trusting that I finish what I start. I've seen you whisper prayers into the darkness, wondering if they would ever reach me. They did. And I have not just listened, I have responded. What you have long waited for is no longer being delayed. It is being delivered. I am moving in your house in a way that you didn't expect. Not loud or dramatic, but steady, quiet, sure. Like a river carving through stone, my spirit is shaping something lasting in your home. You won't always notice it day by day, but you'll look back and realize the atmosphere has shifted. The heaviness is lifting. The tension is easing. The anger that used to rise so fast is being replaced with patience. The words that once stung are turning into healing. This is how I work, not just through miracles, but through transformation. Comment 555 if you feel this change already beginning inside of you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I am also bringing light to the hidden things, the secrets, the unspoken grief, the memories tucked away behind smiles, the pain that no one else knows lives inside your house. I know, and I care too much to leave it buried. I am bringing healing not only to your present, but to your past. What you pushed aside to survive, I am reaching in to restore. I am not here to shame you. I am here to set you free. Where there has been darkness, I am pouring light. I see the patterns that have repeated in your family for generations. Cycles of brokenness, addiction, anger, silence, fear. They have tried to pass through every open door, planting themselves into each new season. But hear me, I am shutting the door now. Those patterns end with you. They will not follow your children. They will not keep growing in your house. You have stood up with trembling hands and said, "It stops here," and I have heard that declaration. Heaven has responded. Chains are breaking. You are not doing this alone. I am fighting with you and for you. My spirit is going before you into every conversation, every difficult moment, every strained interaction. You don't need to fear confrontation when I am the one guiding your words. You don't need to avoid emotion when I am the one holding your heart. You will speak with love, you will walk in wisdom, and healing will follow you like a shadow. Let me remind you of who you are. You are not weak, though you feel weary. You are not failing, though the burden feels too big. You are not forgotten, though it seems no one sees your sacrifice. You are mine. You are chosen. You are the one I have placed in this house, in this moment, for a reason. You are not here by mistake. You are not fighting alone. You are surrounded by my grace, covered by my mercy, and equipped by my spirit. Your obedience has power. Every time you chose kindness over anger, you built something. Every time you forgave when you didn't want to, you tore down a wall. Every time you prayed instead of yelling, heaven responded. You may feel like nothing changed, but I'm telling you it did. In the spirit realm, things were shifting. In the unseen, mountains were moving. Don't stop now. Keep building. Keep choosing me, even when it costs you. I am laying a foundation that cannot be shaken. There are blessings I've been holding back, not as punishment, but as protection. I've been waiting for the right time. Waiting for your heart to be ready. Waiting for your house to be able to carry the weight of what I'm about to give. And that time is now. Doors are about to open. Peace is about to settle in. Provision is on its way. Joy is returning to your rooms, not as a visitor, but as a resident. Your house will know my name, your children will see my faithfulness, your spouse will witness my goodness. The walls that once echoed pain will echo praise, not because everything suddenly becomes perfect, but because I am there, and wherever I am, peace remains. Wherever I dwell, healing flows. Wherever I move, nothing stays the same. If your spirit agrees with this, comment 777 and speak this promise aloud over your household. You've asked me if I still have a purpose for your family, if it's too late to be what I called you to be. My answer is no, it's not too late. I'm not done, I'm just getting started. What you thought was the ending is only the middle, the turning point, the moment I step in and turn sorrow into strength, confusion into clarity, despair into deep, lasting joy. You have no idea how many things I've protected you from. There were attacks formed against your house that never reached your doorstep because my hand was in the way. You didn't see the enemy retreat, but I did. You didn't hear the plans fall apart, but I did. I have guarded you in ways you'll only understand later, and I will keep doing it. I am your shield. I am your refuge. I am the one who watches over your home when you sleep. So rest. Yes, truly rest. Rest in my promise. Rest in my presence. Stop rehearsing the worst-case scenario. Stop trying to solve everything on your own. Let me be your strength. Let me carry the weight. Lay it down and trust that I will not drop what you place in my hands. Your house is safer with me at the center. Worship in the waiting. Praise even when you're unsure. Trust even when the evidence hasn't shown up yet. Because faith is not just believing when it's easy. Faith is saying, I still believe, when everything around you tells you not to. That kind of faith moves me. That kind of faith unlocks heaven. And that kind of faith is what I see in you, even when you doubt yourself. But today, I need you to understand something deep in your heart. This is not just a battle of emotions, or stress, or family strain. This is spiritual. The enemy has seen what I've placed in your home, and he has tried to bring division before the promise could fully bloom, but he will not win. I have already claimed the victory. I'm not asking you to fight harder, I'm asking you to trust deeper. You've fought with all you had, you've tried every way you know how to fix things. Now I'm asking you to let me take the lead. I'm asking you to stop holding your breath, waiting for everything to fall apart, and start exhaling, knowing I'm putting it all back together. I am the Prince of Peace, and I am walking through every hallway, every corner, every heart under your roof. My peace is not a feeling, it is a force, and it is moving into your house now. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I know there were days when the tension made you question everything. Days when love felt far away. Nights when your tears soaked the pillow and no one saw. But I saw. I held each tear as a seed. I've been watering those seeds in silence, and now the fruit of your faithfulness is about to break through. You are going to see a difference in the way your family speaks to one another, in the way they listen, in the way they love. That's not by accident, it's by my hand. Comment 999. If you're ready for that shift to begin today. This healing won't always be loud. Sometimes it will come in the form of quiet understanding, a softening, of the heart. A moment of laughter that hasn't happened in so long it catches you off guard. That's me. That's how I restore, not through chaos, but through calm. Not with force, but with favor. You'll begin to feel it in the silence that no longer feels heavy, in the stillness that brings peace instead of worry. I am shifting the atmosphere in your home. There's something else you need to hear. I have not only been preparing your house, I've been preparing you. Your faith has been tested, but it has not been crushed. Your hope has been stretched, but not destroyed. Every trial you faced has been refining you, strengthening your character, sharpening your discernment. You are being shaped into someone who carries my presence with courage, humility, and authority. You are not just surviving the storm, you are coming out of it transformed. There are times when you've wondered, why me? Why was I placed in this house, with this responsibility, with these burdens? But you were not chosen by chance. I placed you exactly where you are, because I knew I could trust you to carry light into the darkness. I knew I could trust you to stand in the gap for your family. You are the intercessor, the bridge, the one who speaks my name when no one else does. And because of that, your house will see breakthrough. I am not only healing the relationships that are visible, I am going deeper. I am healing the unspoken pain, the regrets that weigh heavy in quiet moments, the disappointments that linger in the air even after apologies have been made. I see what hasn't been said. I know the thoughts that feel too raw to speak. I am bringing healing there too. Wholeness isn't just surface level, it goes all the way in. And I am restoring from the inside out. You've prayed for unity, for love, for change. And I'm telling you today, your prayers are opening doors in the spirit, doors that no man can shut. I am orchestrating conversations you never thought would happen. I am opening hearts that seemed closed. I am removing pride and replacing it with humility. I am giving you grace to speak life, where before you only felt frustration. Watch me work. Let me lead. There will be signs, small at first, a look, a soft word, a moment of honesty. Don't miss them. Don't dismiss them. Celebrate them. Speak life over them. Thank me even for the smallest glimpses of change, because when you honor the little things, I bring more. When you water the first sprouts, I grow a full garden, and your house will be filled with the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. You've asked me before, can something truly new happen here? My answer is yes. I make all things new. That includes your home. That includes the way your family relates, the way they connect, the way they grow. You're not stuck in a cycle. You're not trapped in patterns. You are being pulled into a new season, one where freedom replaces fear and restoration replaces regret. I am faithful to finish what I start, and I've only just begun. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know how every detail will unfold. You just need to trust me with the next step. Speak kindness even when you feel like holding back. Be still when the urge to argue rises up. Pray even when your words are few. These are seeds, and every seed you plant, I promise to water. You are not sowing in vain. The harvest will come. And when it does, it will be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. If your heart is still holding on, even if it's by a thread, comment 1010 to mark this moment of faith. You don't have to be perfect to receive this. You don't have to have it all together. I didn't choose you because you were flawless. I chose you because your heart said yes. Because even in the struggle, you kept looking for me. And now, I'm not just visiting. I'm staying. I'm dwelling. I'm building something in your home that cannot be torn down by winds or waves. And to those who feel like they've failed, who think it's too late to fix things, I want you to know this: nothing is too far gone for me. Not one relationship, not one situation, not one heart. I am the God who brings dead things back to life. I am the one who speaks into dry bones and calls them to rise. I am not finished. I am not leaving. And I am not giving up on your house. I never looked at the broken pieces of your family and turned away. I never once gave up on the beauty I knew I would bring out of the ashes. What looks shattered to you still holds promise to me. And I'm rebuilding something stronger than what was lost. There's been a fight for your home, for your relationships, for your peace, and it hasn't been by chance. The enemy doesn't fight what isn't a threat. He's been trying to stir confusion, keep tension alive, and convince you that love has faded. But the real reason he's been fighting so hard is because of the blessing I've hidden inside your walls. Your house carries something holy. Your house carries legacy, and I will not let that go unnoticed or unfulfilled. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, clear debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've walked around with questions you were afraid to say out loud. What if nothing changes? What if I'm the only one trying? What if I missed my chance? Let me answer each one clearly. I am the God who changes everything in my perfect timing. I am the one who rewards even one faithful heart. And no, you have not missed anything. You are right on time for what I'm about to do. Comment 1212 if your heart knows there's something new coming into your home. I know how long you've waited. I know how hard it's been to keep forgiving, to keep showing up with love, to keep believing when you've seen so little change. But I've been working even when you didn't see it. I've been preparing hearts. I've been tearing down pride. I've been moving behind closed doors, in the quiet, in the stillness. My plans are never rushed. They are steady. They are sure. And what I begin, I complete. Your house is going to experience something sacred. A wave of my spirit will move through it like fresh wind. You won't need to force it or control it. You'll just notice that arguments lose their fire. Coldness melts into compassion. Distance closes into understanding. This is what I do. I restore what people give up on. I return what was stolen. I redeem what was used to harm you. I bring beauty from the very place pain once lived. It's not just the relationships I'm healing, it's also the memories. I'm going back to the places in your story where pain entered, where words were spoken that wounded you deeply, where silence screamed louder than comfort. I am healing that too. I am not just fixing the surface. I am touching the roots. I'm going back so I can bring you forward fully healed, not just patched up, whole. You may feel like you're walking through this alone. But I need you to hear me clearly. You are not alone. I am with you in every moment. I am near when the house is quiet and heavy. I am close when your heart breaks behind closed doors. I walk with you when you're trying to hold peace together with tired hands. And I fight for you when you feel like giving up. I am holding your house in my hands. The love you're hoping to feel again, it's coming back. Not as a copy of what used to be, but as something deeper, stronger, refined by fire. What you thought had faded will burn again with new purpose. I am not finished writing your family's story. There are chapters left, beautiful ones, full of healing, joy, and connection. Don't close the book too soon. Let me turn the page. I'm calling you to be the carrier of peace, not because you're responsible for everyone else's healing, but because peace begins with one heart surrendered to me. Let that be yours. Start your mornings in prayer. Play worship in your home. Fill the rooms with my name. Let your house become a place where darkness feels unwelcome and my spirit feels at home. It doesn't take perfection, it takes my presence. And my presence will dwell where it is invited. There will be moments when healing looks like silence, when no words are needed, just presence, just grace. Don't rush these moments. Don't demand perfection too soon. Trust the slow work of love. Trust the way I bring change gently. Over time, like a potter with clay, I'm shaping hearts. I'm reshaping your home into a place where laughter will echo louder than pain ever did. Some of you are wondering if your children will ever come back to me. I hear your cries. I see your worry. Let me remind you, I love them even more than you do. I have not turned away from them. I am chasing them down with goodness. I am placing reminders in their path. I am speaking to them when you cannot. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Their story is not over, and I will not stop pursuing their hearts. If you've been holding on with weary hands, comment 1515 to declare that you're still believing for your house. This season will not look like the last. The atmosphere of your home is changing. You will begin to feel the weight lift, not because the problems are instantly solved, but because my peace is becoming your anchor. You will speak differently. You will love more freely. You will listen with patience, not by your own strength, but by my spirit working in you. Let go of trying to manage everyone's emotions. Let go of trying to keep everything perfect. That's not your job. Your role is to trust me, to invite me in, to keep speaking life, and to believe that I am working all things together, even the broken ones, even the ones you can't understand yet. Your house is not forgotten. It is favored, it is covered, and it is being transformed. This is not the end of your story. This is where things begin to turn, where love begins to rebuild, where healing takes root, where joy returns, not as a visitor, but as a permanent guest. You will say with confidence, "The Lord was here, and He made everything new." But listen closely. My child, this is not the end. You are not stuck. I am not finished. And what I've promised, I will surely bring to pass. There is something sacred happening that your eyes may not yet see. Just as seeds grow in silence beneath the soil, my work in your house is rising, hidden but alive. You've been faithful in the waiting. You've kept praying, even when it felt quiet. You've kept believing, even with trembling hands. And now, I am watering what you planted with tears. The harvest is coming, and it's not just for one area of your life, it's for your entire house. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I want you to start expecting me. Expect my spirit to settle in your rooms. Expect joy to rise where grief used to live. Expect restoration in places you thought were permanently broken. Expect healing in conversations that have been hard for years. I work in moments, yes, but I also work in movements, and I am moving in your home right now. Comment 1717 if your faith is ready for this move of God in your house. Your obedience has invited me in. Every time you chose peace when you could have chosen anger, every time you prayed instead of walking away, every time you forgave before someone apologized, you were building something. And I saw it. Even when no one else noticed, I did. That unseen obedience has created space for my glory to dwell. That quiet faith has built an altar in your home, and I am now pouring fire upon it. Some of you feel exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally. You've been trying to keep everything together, trying to be the strength for everyone else, while quietly crumbling inside. I see that, and I want you to know, you do not have to carry this alone anymore. You were never meant to. I am stepping in now not to give you more pressure, but to lift it off of you. You are not the fixer. I am. And I will hold your home together with a strength that never runs out. Let me speak directly to that fear you've carried. What if it all falls apart again? Child, I am the God who holds things together not by chance, not with thread, but with my word. When I say something will stand, it stands, and your house, which has stood through storms, confusion, and heartbreak, will now stand in peace, in truth, and in purpose. You've survived the shaking. Now get ready for the settling. I am making your house a place of safety again, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. A place where hearts can heal, where honesty is welcomed, where grace is present even in hard moments. I am making it a place where my presence is not a rare visitor, but a constant companion. You've welcomed me in, and I'm not leaving. You will start to notice something. The arguments that used to escalate will quiet. The coldness that used to linger will begin to melt. Where there was stress, there will be stillness. It won't be magic, it will be me. Healing doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes it looks like a peaceful meal, a conversation without blame, a shared laugh after weeks of silence. Don't overlook these things. They are signs that I am here. There are gifts hidden inside the people in your house, gifts you haven't fully seen yet. I'm stirring those up. I'm calling forth the creativity, the compassion, the leadership, the tenderness, the strength. Your family is not a mistake. It was my design, and I am unlocking the potential in each person under your roof. Even the ones who seem far from me right now, I am working in them, quietly but surely. Keep praying, keep speaking life, keep trusting. Your children, even if they are grown, are still under my care. Your spouse, even if their heart feels distant, is still within my reach. I do not abandon people halfway through the story. I pursue them. I draw them. I call them by name. And I have not stopped speaking to the hearts in your house. Even in silence I speak. Even in rebellion I reach. No one is beyond my love. If you're still holding on, even when things haven't made sense, that faith is not in vain. That faith is why breakthrough is coming. Not because of your perfection, but because of your persistence. You've refused to stop believing, and now I'm responding. I honor faith like yours. I reward trust like yours. And I'm moving now because your heart stayed open when it would have been easier to shut down. It's time to open your mouth again. Speak what you want to see. Declare my word in your home. Say it out loud. Peace lives here. Joy returns here. Healing happens here. You don't have to see it yet to speak it. Faith declares things before they appear. And as you do, you partner with me in bringing heaven to your house. Angels are already dispatched. My spirit is already moving. The moment you speak life, you give power to the promise. Let the atmosphere change. Let my name be lifted. Let forgiveness flow. Let grace be louder than the past. I'm building something new in your family. A new rhythm, a new level of trust, a new bond that won't break under pressure. You've seen the damage, but now you'll see the difference. You've experienced the pain, but now you'll live in the purpose. You are the beginning of a new pattern. You are the one I've chosen to turn the tide. Because of your faith, your house will be different. It will be filled with laughter again, with prayer again, with warmth again, with love that doesn't come and go but stays. This is not a temporary shift. This is lasting. Because I am doing it, and what I do remains. Every silent prayer you prayed when the noise around you was too much, and I want you to know I was there for every moment of it. You were never alone in the pressure. I was sitting with you in the pain, and now I'm rising up to bring peace that no one else could give. You've made space for me. Even when everything felt chaotic, you made room for my voice in your heart. You could have let bitterness settle in. You could have walked away. But instead, you kept hoping. You kept whispering, "God, please fix this." That simple prayer has moved mountains you cannot yet see. I'm answering you in layers. I'm restoring piece by piece. And the work I started in your home will not be left unfinished. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. What I'm doing in your house isn't temporary. I'm not just showing up to help for a moment. I'm setting up a dwelling place. I'm claiming your home as a place where my spirit will always be welcome. Where worship won't just be in music, but in the way you speak, the way you love, the way you forgive, the way you hold each other through hard things. I'm raising the standard in your home, and it's not because you're being punished, it's because you're being prepared for something greater. Comment Amen if you believe your home is being prepared for more than just survival. This next season won't be marked by what broke you, it will be marked by what built you. I'm giving you wisdom for your house, the kind that doesn't come from books or opinions, but straight from my heart. You'll start to see solutions where there was only confusion. You'll know when to speak and when to be still. You'll feel peace in situations that used to shake you. Because I'm forming a deep strength in your spirit, and it's not going to fade. And I want you to pay attention to something important. What you say in your home matters. Words are not just sound, they shape the space around you. Speak life. Bless the people under your roof. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Say what I say, not what the world says. Call your home blessed. Call your family protected. Call your future restored. Your words carry weight, and I've given you authority to shift the atmosphere through them. You've been waiting for a sign that things are changing. Let me be clear, this is it. The heaviness you've felt lately isn't a sign that you're losing. It's pressure before the release, the weight before the breakthrough, the tension before the turn. Don't give up now. The walls you've prayed around are shaking. The hard hearts you've cried over are softening. The breakthrough you thought was delayed is actually arriving right on time. Let me remind you again, I'm not limited by what limits you. I'm not bound by time. I'm not intimidated by dysfunction. I don't look at your family and see problems. I see purpose. I see promise. I see what can be when you trust me fully. You don't have to pretend it's all okay for me to move. Be honest. Be real. I already know it all, and I still choose to dwell with you. There are blessings on the way that will come quietly. A new peace in your home that doesn't shout but settles. A deeper connection in relationships that once felt distant. Don't miss the beauty of these small beginnings. Don't wait for something big to give thanks. I do some of my greatest work in the unnoticed places, in quiet breakthroughs, in slow healings, in the steady return of joy. Your obedience is opening doors you didn't know were locked. Your faith is making space for miracles. Your surrender is drawing my hand close. You've given me your worries, and now I'm giving you my peace. A peace that doesn't rely on everything being perfect. A peace that holds you even when life feels uncertain. A peace that will become the very air your family breathes. If you feel that promise stirring inside of you, comment 1111 to agree with the shift happening in your house. Your house is about to feel different, not just for you, but for everyone who enters. People will come in and sense peace they can't explain. They'll feel safety without knowing why. It won't be because of decor or quietness. It will be because my presence is resting there, because you've invited me in, because you've trusted me enough to give me space. And I will honor that trust by transforming your home into a place of healing. There will be days where things still feel hard, but those days won't have the final word. You'll have what you need to keep going, to keep loving, to keep building. I will strengthen you in those moments. I will remind you that nothing done in love is ever wasted. Every small act of faith, every quiet choice to forgive, every time you choose to speak gently instead of harshly, those things are not overlooked. They are seen, they are seeds, and they will grow. I am writing a new story in your home, one that doesn't erase the pain of the past, but transforms it. I'm not asking you to forget what you've been through. I'm asking you to believe that even that can be redeemed. Nothing in your house is too broken. No one in your house is too far gone. My grace is deeper than every failure. My mercy is wider than every mistake. I'm doing a new thing, and it begins right here, right now, in your home. Hold on to this. What's coming is better than what was lost. What I restore will be stronger than what was broken. What I heal will carry more purpose than the pain ever did. Your house is my project now, and I never leave anything half-built that has not been wasted. I've been watching, not from a distance but close right beside you, holding you through every night you couldn't sleep, whispering peace into your heart when all you heard around you was tension. I have been here, and I am still here. What I'm doing in your house is not just for you, it's for the generations after you. The choices you're making today, the faith you're showing, the obedience in the unseen places, it's planting something eternal. You are breaking patterns that tried to repeat themselves. You are choosing me when it would have been easier to follow fear. Because of that, your children will walk in peace. Your grandchildren will know my name. You are building something that will last. There are things I'm protecting your family from that you will never see. That accident that didn't happen, that argument that was suddenly interrupted, that moment of darkness that lifted for no reason, those were not accidents. That was me. I have placed a covering over your home, a protection that the enemy cannot cross. You've asked me to watch over your family, and I've honored that request. My hand is on your house. No harm will prosper here. Comment 222 if you believe your home is being covered by God's protection right now. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I know it hasn't been easy. I know you've questioned me. You've wondered why things had to go the way they did, why the breakthrough felt delayed, why you've had to keep praying for the same people over and over. Let me tell you why, because I've been preparing not just the outcome, but the foundation. I didn't want to fix only the surface, I wanted to heal the root. That takes time, that takes surrender. And now, the time has come. You'll begin to notice it soon. A softness returning where there was only hardness. A new level of understanding between people who once couldn't speak without pain. A return of laughter where silence had taken over. It may not be loud or obvious, but it will be real. Don't miss these small signs. They are the beginning of something big. I am restoring love where it was fading. I am returning peace where it was stolen. I am healing wounds that have been hidden for too long. And for those moments where guilt creeps in when you think you didn't do enough, say enough, love enough. I want you to hear this clearly. I am not holding your failures over you. I am not tallying your mistakes. I am not measuring your worth by how perfectly you managed things. I see your heart. I see the way you've tried, the way you've held it together when you were breaking inside, and I am proud of you. I'm proud of your fight. I'm proud of your faith. Now, let me carry the rest. Let me hold what's too heavy for you. Lay down the guilt, the pressure, the fear. There is no condemnation here. Only grace. Only mercy. Only arms wide enough to carry everything you've been holding alone. I am restoring not just your home, but your heart. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not failing. You are growing. There's a shift happening even now. In the way you think, in the way you speak, in the way you hope. That shift is me. I'm preparing your heart for what I'm bringing to your house. You will need that strength. You will need that renewed mind. Because what's coming is going to require a deeper trust, a bolder faith, a greater love, and you will have it, because I will give it. I'm going to use your story to bring others hope. Your house will become a place where people feel safe enough to heal, where others will find encouragement in the peace you fought for, where others will feel me because my presence will linger in every room. You've been asking for change. What I'm bringing is more than change, it's transformation. Comment 777 if you receive the fullness of this transformation in your house. There are gifts in your family that haven't even been unwrapped yet. Call them forth, speak them out. Declare over your children who they are in me. Declare over your marriage what I have joined together. Declare over yourself that you are chosen, equipped, and held by me. Stop repeating what the enemy wants you to believe. Speak my word. Speak my promise. And watch as the atmosphere obeys the voice of truth. I want to remind you of something. My timing is perfect, even when it feels late, even when everything in you wants to rush the process. I see the whole picture. I know what needs to be healed before new things can grow. And I will not rush your healing, because I care more about your wholeness than your hurry. You can trust me. I am not slow, I am strategic.